We didn't have parents. They bought it in an accident when we were still kids. So I'd be like her dad. It meant I bought her Christmas presents every year. On Christmas Eve, I leave the presents next to her pillow. The next morning, she'd come running into my room with this big smile. Look, look! Santa left me a present! Santa got me that doll I really wanted. I'm so glad he got the letter I wrote. I was the one who told her to write those letters. I say, write down something you want and mail it to Santa. The address I gave her was somewhere in northern Europe that doesn't exist. Anyway, she write the letter and stamp it and send it out. A few days later, it showed back in her mailbox marked address unknown. I opened the letters before she figured out they'd been sent back. Once I had this letter, I'd go around to a couple stores some money I saved up over the year and buy her the stuff she asked for. It took a lot of saving, but I somehow managed to buy her presents every year. Junpei was silent, thinking nothing to say. June looked down uncomfortable. The wall next to him suddenly groaned. Either he hadn't heard the sound, or didn't care. He kept talking. But 1 year later, her letter was different. She didn't write a list of toys she wanted or anything like that. Instead it said, I don't want any presents this year. Instead, I want you to make my wish come true. My wish is that we'll be happy like this for a really, really long time. I couldn't make that wish come true. Some Santa I am. Santa looked sad. Junpei never seen him look sad before. He wasn't sure he liked it. Junpei said it was probably best not to ask Santa any more questions, but... What happened? June glanced up at Santa quickly as she spoke. He answered with only effort. What? He was killed. Fucking 9, guys! There was nothing Junpei could say. His heart felt like a great lump of lead. June bit her lip and looked away. Her face was pale. Alright, let's go. Santa stood up suddenly. His downcast demeanor gone. He shoved the picture back in his pocket and headed back up the stairs, taking them 2 at a time. Hey, what are you two doing? Let's get moving. Come on. So this is a new scene. That reminds me, a few minutes ago, I was just like, you know, speeding the game up, doing the puzzles, and apparently Santa was talking about something about a rat. I didn't pay attention because I thought I had it, but now I realize that was probably a new scene. Well, it looks like we're back here again, guys. So, I'll see you guys when we're done. Man, this guy in the car is one good-looking son of a bitch. One more class than the other chump. What's that supposed to mean, huh? What's your problem? Didn't say I meant you, did I? Shit. Yeah, I had to play that scene again. Just then, should be heard a noise. Spun around just in time to see June collapse in front of the fence. June, are you okay? She didn't respond. She spun back around to face Ace. Sorry, gotta go check on her. You do the boxing, alright? Just put the cards in the boxes. I'm counting on you. She took the cards to Ace's hands and ran up toward June. Are you alright? What happened? June called out to her as he ran. As he arrived, June was climbing to her feet with Santa's help. I'm sorry, I'm fine. I just tripped. Don't give me that. Now it's not the time. That's true. I tripped over a box. His palm on her forehead. Her temperature was much the same as it had been the last time he checked. She wasn't hot like she remembered before, but she was still warm. Her fever wasn't completely gone. I saw her fall. I think she really just tripped on something, you know? Junpei would have been more willing to agree if June needed quite so much help standing up. Still, to fall down like that. I think she's probably still a little messed up. She was doing her best to busy herself, brushing off dust from her dress. She might have looked a little embarrassed, and her face was a bit flushed. She did look a bit better than she had, still. Alright, well, let's get out of here as fast as we can so we can get you to a hospital. I don't think it's anything that serious. Just need a little medicine, maybe some sleep, and we'll be fine. Medicine? Medicine, huh? Well, if we get in touch with anyone outside, I bet Ace will swing that for you easily. Ace? Why? Huh? Don't you know? He's the president of a farm. Nice. I totally buy that. I'm kidding. It probably is. He's the president of a pharmaceutical company. Cradle Pharmacon is the name, I think. The flagship product gives antiseptic drug called Sorofil. Junpei couldn't shake the feeling that he heard about that before. Santa continued. Santa decided that his gas is at room temperature, similar to nitrous oxide. It takes only a few seconds to spread, and even a small amount is very effective. For these reasons, it found widespread acceptance with police and military forces in numerous countries. So this is tear gas, I guess. Not really. Crowd suppressant, room clearer, is ethical and humane. Developed 6 years prior, it was made from the extracts of 7 different roots. It became popular almost as soon as it was made public. With many governments placing large orders, demand for sulfur skyrocketed as it did. So did the stock of Cradle Pharmaceuticals. Why do you know all this? Santa's information was interesting, but Junpei couldn't help but feel a little suspicious. Santa's reply was blunt and simple. Heard from the old man himself. From Ace. When? By the number 4 door, central staircase. So wait, when we're searching the second class room, remember how Snake 7U went to door 5? I asked him what he did for a living, and he said he ran his own company. After that, we just started talking, and I guess it came up, you know. Are you worried about something? No, nothing. Spoke. Junpei looked toward Ace. He seemed to be having difficulty with the 9 boxes. What the hell is he doing? He turned back to June and Santa. June, don't push yourself, alright? Yes. Santa, just take care of her. Sure. He's just like, no problem. He gave him both with a nod and, Ace, you dumbass! What you doing? He's just back. The old man turned around to look at him. His face was pale and covered in sweat. What happened? Nothing. My vision's gone rather blurry. He's perhaps of fatigue. I can't see very well at the moment. What can't you see well? These pictures? Ace held the cards out to Junpei, displaying the shape of a fan. I don't care to admit it, but I may be developing what? Growing old is a difficult thing. He made the best attempt he could at the deprecating smile, but his face was flushed and his lips were pale and dry. Whatever. Anyway, I'll leave the rest to you. I'm feeling awfully tired, so if you don't mind, I'd like to rest for a bit. He shoved the cards into Junpei's hands and walked quickly away. Junpei looked down quizzically. How could simply looking at cards have tired him out? Junpei looked down at cards in his hands. All the pictures were quite clear, and each person easily recognizable. Was Ace's vision truly so bad? But it wasn't. Why made him so uncomfortable? That's when Junpei remembered what he heard from Lotus much earlier. Oh, this! Oh. Does Ace have this? Maybe. Maybe he's got prosopagnosia. Took another look at Ace. He sat at the base of the stairs, looking quite depressed. It's reasonable, of course, that he'd feel that way. If he really did have that, there was no doubt it was a depressing and painful experience. Still, Junpei didn't feel like patting him on the shoulder and telling him everything would be alright. It helped that much. Perhaps it was best to keep Ace's condition to himself for the time being. Oh well. Do best to clear his mind for the task at hand. He turned back toward the boxes. It's time to solve the puzzle of the 9 boxes. Can I skip this? Yep, I can. I'll catch you guys in 20 minutes. We're back here again, guys. This is it. Going to see what happens next. I did everything correctly. Alright. Let's see what happens. Okay, Clover's gone. Junpei and June ran to a large hospital room together. As quickly as they could, they searched around under the beds and in the corners. She's not here. No, she isn't. Alright, just in case, we should go take a look in the shower room. The shower room? That's where her brother is. She might have gone to see him. Oh god, that's true. June bit her lip. She knew as Junpei did that there was only one thing to see in the shower room wasn't pleasant. Well, might as well check, right? Let's go. There was a screwdriver stuck between the door and the frame. Junpei and June slipped through the door, moved down the hallway, and stepped into the shower room. My heart's beating right now. No luck. Yeah, I don't think she's here. June's voice was faint. She placed her hands over her mouth. Her face looked a little green. The stench in the room was almost unbearable. It had grown far more unpleasant since their last visit. Junpei eating lunch, but had difficulty retaining it. He wanted to leave the room as soon as possible, but he had to be sure. The only way to be sure was to check the other side of the divider. Wait here. June offered no resistance as nodded weakly to Junpei as he nodded around the divider. Wait, what? Huh? Look, do you see that right there? There's letters marked. Suspected Clover was nowhere to be seen. One thing on the other side of the divider was a dead body lying in a reddish-brown puddle. There are many ways a man can die, but this. The skull was shattered, the head was little more than a pulpy mess of brain, bone. Left arm was twisted into a whole alien shape. The remaining white of it. Huh? Wait. Bright white. Ulna. Bones. Oh my god! He has a fake arm! That's not Snake! Junpei remembered something Clover had told him in the laboratory. My brother's left arm it's not like a normal person's arm. Yeah, it's a prosthetic! Snake's alive! But who? Of course! Of course! Why didn't you realize it earlier? Clover told Junpei that Snake's left arm was prosthetic. But the left arm of the corpse behind the divider was clearly a real human arm, or at least a bend. That meant the corpse. Junpei and June head back toward the large hospital room. They stepped through the door and out of the shower room. Down the hallway, they went searching for Clover in every corner. They had reached the stairs when someone appeared breathless and yelling. Junpei, June, where were you guys? He looked pale and his face was drawn. Something terrible has happened. Junpei's breath caught in his throat. Did something happen? June's shaking hand crossed his face and gulped down a breath of air. Clover's dead. Found her in the first-class bathroom. Sweet mercy. All sound ceased for Junpei. The world was an empty, muffled expanse. Then he began to hear his own breathing. Oh my god. Clover, no! June's mouth moved, but he heard nothing. She tried once more, and her energy was gone. She collapsed against the wall. He could have helped her, but he hadn't. Now she was dead. He stood there frozen in place. Clover. Clover. Why? Why did this happen? He forced his body to move. Each step felt like another nail pounding into his heart. Finally, he was in front of her. He knelt and placed 3 fingers against Clover's neck. No pulse, no breath, but my cat wants to get the fuck out. So, a few episodes ago, Lotus was the one to die. Now it's Clover. I think she was asleep. You said were not for the slowly expanding puddle of blood beneath her. He traced its source to her back, a gash just beneath her shoulder blade. Was it a weapon, a knife perhaps? If it was a knife, the killer had taken it when they left. When he closed his eyes, he saw Clover's smile. Her innocent smile. Her energy. He would never see her smile again. He could have done something. He could have helped her. Someone twisted herself in her sickening. He lifted a limp June from the floor and carried her from the bathroom. Are you alright? Foolish question, you knew it. Yes, I think so. Her voice was weak. The fever had gone down, but the emotional scars she received were not likely to recede as quickly. Junpei laid a hand on her shoulder and they walked to the back bedroom. She get some rest. He lowered June until she was sitting against the bed. She nodded once and stared at the floor. There were 4 others in the room. Ace, Lotus, Santa, and Seven. They all stared at nothing, their faces drawn and tired. After a while, they drifted into the bathroom to see Clover's corpse themselves. Once everyone was back in the bedroom, Junpei walked slowly to the center of it and looked around as the slumped figures gathered there. Who was the first to find the body? Me. Seven spoke from behind Junpei. He turned around. Seven's hand was up. Why did you come to this room? To look for Clover. Why else? I found her body in the bathroom. As soon as I did that, I ran outside. I got to the top of the stairs by the casino and yelled as loud as I could. Hey guys, I found her, but it's bad. She's in the bathroom, first class cabin. Come quick. Or something like that. Then I went back to the bathroom. Ace, Santa, and Lotus showed real soon after that. But I guess you two haven't heard me or something because you didn't show. So I took off down the stairs to look for you. Other that, I mean, you know the rest, right? I'm shaking right now, guys. Not probably because I'm cold in this fucking game. Junpei nodded and closed his eyes. There's one more thing he needed to ask. Sam, there's one more thing I'm worried about. What's that? When we finished all the puzzles in this room and got the door open. You stuck one of those plates in between the door and the frame, right? Why'd you do that? Come on, didn't I already tell you? I did, so the door won't be locked. So we could come back to this room. Oh! You think I did? Well, I don't know. It kind of depends on what you say, doesn't it? Seven sighed and shook his head. Follow me. There were 2 doors standing next to one another. He opened the one on the right. Behind the door was a closet. Ah, this is where the safe comes in. He stood in front of the shelves that filled it and gestured toward a small box. The box was a small metal cube. He looked at Junpei. This is the reason. This safe. We couldn't open when we were getting through this room. I figured there might be something pretty important in it. Couldn't stop thinking about it. Besides, I figured eventually you might figure out what the numbers are for in the safe. We did. They want to screw around with door 5 again. So I put that plate in the exit so we could get back in that way. You get it now? That's what I was thinking at first. Junpei nodded and looked at the safe. I'm cold. I mean, like, I've started firing my fucking room. Got the handle and shook it. Nothing happened. It was as locked as it had been when Seven found it. There was one change, however. Just underneath the safe was a pile of red fresh brown powder. Rust. Stared for a moment. Had someone opened the safe, dislodging the rust? Junpei left the closet. Seven followed him back to the bedroom. It was cold and quiet. No one spoke. They sat frozen in place by shock and grief and fatigue. The room felt tiny and oppressive, and a thick metallic smell of blood filled the room. Junpei turned around and headed for the living room. Anything get out of there. Is there some other clue, perhaps? He thinks that might lead to whoever had stabbed Clover. He took his time and examined the room carefully. His eyes caught on the door. The door that led to the passageway of door number 5. Behind the door was the dead body of the 9th man. Maybe we should have another look at it, just in case. Quietly, he pushed open the door. It smelled him like a blow to the face. His lungs contracted. Wilton inhaled the fetid air. Acid boiled up at the base of his stomach, turning what little food was there into a vomit froth. Ugh. Ugh. Gross! Gross! He wiped his mouth weakly and stared at the dead body. Chunks of torn flesh lay in arc around the body, remaining of his intestine. Stop! Just fucking stop with the... Ugh! What? Wait a minute. His bracelet's missing. That's when he noticed. It's gone. His bracelet, it's gone. Happened there when Junpei had gone through the door 5 before. He was sure of it. Right next to the glasses, but now, it's gone. The number 9 bracelet was gone, but why? Had someone taken it? He was turning it over in his mind when he heard Seven's voice. Huh? Where'd Junpei go? He had drifted out from the living room. Junpei walked slowly out of the hallway. Oh, there you are. Were you looking for something in the hallway? Someone looked up as Junpei entered the room. Did you find something? He thought for a moment before he responded. No, nothing. Technically, it wasn't a lie. He hadn't found anything in the way. In fact, that was the problem. Something expected to find hadn't been there. The 9th man's bracelet. What's up? Oh, well, I want you to take a look at something. What is it? Seven leads Junpei back to the bathroom. As Clover's corpse came into view, he felt his heart flip and then fall to the bottom of his stomach. Something between a sigh and a groan escaped his lips. What was it you wanted to show me? His voice was hollow and empty. I searched Clover's body again. I found this. As he spoke, he moved around Clover's head, knelt down and flipped open her right hand. What? She was holding a piece of paper. I haven't actually looked at it yet. Didn't want to disturb the crime scene, you know. Basic stuff. Well, I did borrow one thing. He wasn't sure what that meant, but likely didn't matter. The paper was more important. He picked it up and carefully opened it. There were two sentences written on it. Truth had gone, and truth had gone, and now truth is asleep in the darkness of the sinister hand. What is this? What kind of secret code? Someone peered over Junpei's shoulder at the note. Junpei stepped away from Clover's body into the living room. He began to pace, attempting to decode the note. First clue was likely the phrase sinister hand. What does that mean? No, that wasn't right. Sinister was used to refer to the left side of a coat of arms, or more accurately, it referred to the list of the like. Okay. The left hand. The left hand. What does the left hand mean? Let me see what happens if I pick the left hand instead. Sinister was a term used in readily of the armor-bearer cloak. Left hand. The left hand. What does the left hand mean? Junpei looked at his own left arm. The bracelet. The darkness of the sinister hand did have something to do with the bracelet? Examine the bracelet closely. There were two protrusions on each side of the face, right and left sides. Left and right, right and left. Truth is gone. Truth. Gone. Sound funny. What do you mean? Gone truth. Oh, reading them backwards. Gone in truth. Enoch. Returt? They weren't even words. Junpei doubted that they had anything to do with the riddle. It was a good try, though. How about switching them? Gone had truth. It made no more sense than the initial riddle. That's even. Switching words wasn't going to help. Time for a different idea. Reading them out loud, Junpei said the words to himself quietly. Nothing. They sounded exactly as expected they would. There's only one idea. What else could they mean? Truth, of course, meant something that was correct, something that was fact. In other words, something that was right. It would follow then that gone meant left. And after someone left, they were gone. In this case, however, they clearly refer to the directional homonyms. That means truth is right, gone is left. That seemed to make sense. Junpei looked at the bracelet again. Two protrusions on the left and right of the face. Junpei pressed them in the fall. Oh! Truth had gone right, left, right, left. And then one after another, 8 numbers flashed on the face. He checked one more time to be sure. 1 4 3 8 3 4 2 1. Wait, 1 4 3 8 3 4 2 1. This can mean something. Huh? Hey, what are those numbers? Junpei didn't answer. He couldn't answer. He had no idea what they were either. Besides, he was sure he would forget the numbers and the order they came in if he said anything. 14383421. Muttering numbers to himself over and over again, Junpei headed toward the bedroom. Oh my god, that's the code! Before long, he found himself in front of the safe again. Its lock was the only device he could think of that required sentences and numbers, such as the one he discovered. Besides, someone opened the safe at least once already. Had Clover come to the bedroom to open it? 143-83421. Junpei slowly dialed the numbers in the bracelet had given him. 1 to the right, 4 to the left, 3 to the right, 8 to the left, 3 to the left, 4. Finished. Junpei heard the small telltale sound of a... Oh my god, that is genius! That is fucking clever! Inside was a piece of paper. It was roughly the same size as the one Clover had been holding. Picked it up. This is what it said. Fact 1. The non-ordinary game was played once before 9 years. God damn it, 9 years! The person with the number 2 bracelet... What? The person with the number 2 bracelet attended the game... Wait a minute. What? It was planned by the following 4 people. What? Genta Aru Hongo? Ace? This game was planned by Ace, Chief of Staff. Oh my god. What the fuck? I must punish them for the innocent lives they sacrificed. This is the only warning they will receive, that innocent souls might be saved. I now state the truth. 0. But 0. Why take everyone else? I mean, Junpei, he's not associated with them. We know that Ace, Snake, he's number 2, right? So he played this game before and survived. Junpei left the closet. There were 5 people waiting for him in the bedroom. Ace, Lotus, Santa, 7, and June. He looked at them in turn and slowly placed his hand in the pockets of his vest. Sorry, but you think you could all come with me? Come with you. I want all of you to go to the big hospital room. Why? There's something I want to be sure of. What do you want to be sure of? I want to know the person I suspect is really the culprit. Wait, and you're saying... Yeah, I think I got it figured out. I know who killed Snake and Clover. Snake's alive! Snake's fucking alive! I don't know how, but Snake's alive. The atmosphere in the room changed. Grief was suddenly gone, replaced by attention like a strap of leather stretched to its limit. 5 sets of eyes stared at Junpei. He pretended not to notice. Anyway, if you could all please move to the big hospital room. I'll explain everything as soon as we get there. Then almost move on cue, the bell began to ring. They all heard it. It was a bell from the clock in the main staircase. 2 hours remain. So we have the people responsible for this game. It's 5 o'clock. They only had an hour left. We don't have a lot of time left. Let's go. Slowly, one by one, they followed Junpei out of the bedroom. So this is... Actually, before we get started, I was hoping you could do something for me. Let me turn around. Ace, 7, and Lotus. Could you please place your palms on the red? Huh? Why? If we need to get to the shower room, why don't we just... No, we're not going inside. Once you're authenticated, step away from the door. Why? Please just do it. Perhaps you don't want to know who killed Snake and Clover. June's explanation was clear and 7 understood perfectly. Fine. What about you, Ace? Lotus? Very well. Sure. My voice is going. Quickly, they pressed their palms onto the red. Once they had finished, they stepped away from the door as Junpei had instructed. 3 asterisks shone from the red's display panel. Junpei approached it and held his bracelet over the scanner. He made quite sure he didn't place his palm on it, and suddenly brought his bracelet near it. The 4th asterisk appeared? Just as Junpei had expected. It was possible to authenticate without placing one's palm on the red, so long as the bracelet was brought near it. Junpei pulled the lever down. Door 3 opened like a hungry mouth. 9 long seconds passed. And the door shut, unfed. Junpei walked slowly back to the others, who were waiting some distance from the door, talking to one another. Santa and June had joined them as well. Looks as though they haven't found a chance to break into the conversation yet. As Junpei approached, they turned to look at him, curiosity playing on their faces. Before long, the other 3 did as well. Clearly, they were all expecting some answers. Thanks, I appreciate your cooperation. Clearly, they hoped for something more forthcoming. He continued. By the way, Ace, do you mind if I asked you something? What is it? Do you know who I am? What kind of question? Just answer it, please. Who am I? You're Junpei. Of course, who else would you be? Unfortunately, that's the wrong answer. Actually, I'm Santa? What the fuck are you doing? What? Ace's voice was full of surprise, but was also untangled with confusion and fear. Everyone else looked nearly as surprised. He looked especially shocked to discover he was actually someone else. If he spoke, however, the trap would be exposed. Junpei quickly continued. The clothes I'm wearing, I'm borrowed from Junpei. And the clothes he's wearing are mine. We had a little swap. That's ridiculous! Impossible! So you're saying I'm not Santa? Of course you aren't! Why? What makes you so sure I'm not Santa? If you were Santa, then door 3 wouldn't have opened for us just now. Plus 9 be 10. The digital rupee and the 4 of us just opened door 3. You can't possibly be Santa. Your place number isn't 3. It's 5. Right? And then, when it was too late, did they just realize his mistake? Oh, he set his jaw and glared at Junpei. You're exactly right. My bracelet number is 5. As he spoke, Junpei lifted his wrist up to show everyone the bright red 5 on his wrist. Sorry, Ace. I tricked your ass. Of course I'm not really Santa. I'm Junpei. You could possibly think I was. It's obviously not. It's obvious I'm not. I think it was ridiculous. But I guess you couldn't see how obvious it was. I asked you before, didn't I? What makes you so sure I'm not Santa? And you answered. If you were Santa, then door 3 wouldn't have opened for us just now. Most people wouldn't say something like that. As a justification for why I'm not Santa, I mean. The first thing that would come to anyone else's mind wouldn't be the bracelet number. The only one thing they say, one sentence. You don't have his face. Ace, you have prosopagnosia, am I right? Junpei's voice was quiet and calm. He knew the truth, so did Ace. You could hear a sudden buzz of conversation from the others. He heard Lotus begin to explain to them. Ace glanced at them, then turned back towards Junpei and sighed. Very well. I confess. I have. I cannot differentiate human faces. Is that what this is about? You want to mock me for my disorder? No, not at all. I'm not making fun of you at all. In fact, I kind of feel bad for you. Now, the reason I brought this up is because there's an excellent chance the person who killed Snake has prosopagnosia. He's tightened his... What do you mean? Junpei leaned casually against the iron piping of one of the beds. I'll just come right out with it. I think it was you, Ace. You killed him. Junpei was very aware of the 5 pairs of eyes on him. He had their undivided attention now. The room had grown very, very quiet. Junpei took a deep breath. That's ridiculous. What possible evidence do you... I have 3 pieces of evidence. The first... Think back a few hours ago. You made us argue over the 3 doors here in the big hospital room. There was no way all 7 people go through them. Lotus suggests we sacrifice one of us. Lotus looked away awkwardly. Junpei glanced at her and continued. Then you, Ace, said, I'll stay here. Why would you say something like that? It's pretty simple, really. You didn't want us to see the dead body in the shower room. You see, if Ace stayed behind, there were only 2 doors the rest of us could go through. Doors 7 and 8. There was no way we could go through doors 3, the shower room. You knew that, didn't you, Ace? That's why you volunteered to stay behind. Come on now, I think that's going a bit far. I can understand if you're jealous of my bravery, but please, don't devaluate my actions. I only want to save the rest of you. Surely you can understand my altruism. Altruism, huh? The Star of Darkness has something very interesting and lazily began to dig a persistent bit of wax out of his ear. You already knew, didn't you? You knew that whichever doors we took, we eventually make it back from the big hospital room. What on earth are you saying? Of course I didn't know that. How could I have? Really? Yes. Yes! Plea was not something they heard from Ace before. We're getting him. We're getting him right out. We're getting him, guys. Well, that's cool. I still got 2 pieces of evidence that say you're the killer. The second, as I said earlier, you have prosopagnosia. You mean to imply that a person can distinguish faces must be a bad person? Junpei, they call that prejudice. No! Fuck off, I'm not that stupid. Then why? Before I explain, I suppose there's something else I should tell you. The corpse in the shower room. It's not Snake's. What? What? Ace's face went pale. The others looked confused as well, as if the body wasn't Snake's. I didn't put it together right away, but there was something Clover told me. She said that Snake's left arm was prosthetic. He lost his real arm in an accident, but the body was still in the shower room. Let's call him Guy X. Guy X's left arm was definitely flesh and blood. In other words, Guy X can possibly have been Snake. Oh god. No, that's impossible! Ace started muttering deliriously to himself, shaking his head back and forth. Junpei was long past caring. Let's say hypothetically that the killer didn't have prosopagnosia. If that was the case, would he immediately realize Guy X wasn't Snake? Even if the clothes were the same as Snake's? Their face would be completely different? It would have been obvious they were different people. And yet, they still killed him. Why? Why would they kill a stranger who only just shown up? On the other hand, if the killer did have prosopagnosia, it makes sense. They thought Guy X was Snake and killed him. Wait just a moment. Let's say you're right and I mistook Guy X for Snake. If I did, I would have no motive to kill him. Why would I want to kill Snake? I can think of at least 2 motives. One, Snake knew about your past. If he ever revealed what he knew, that would have been totally bad for you. You didn't want that to happen. So to make sure Snake's mouth stayed shut, you killed him. 2, Snake had a grudge against you. You knew that, or at least you could have easily assumed he did. Even without exposing your identity, he was a threat to you. You never knew when you might be attacked. You could never let your guard down. Every moment was a moment he might try something. You didn't want that kind of danger hanging over you, so you... Hey, hold on a minute! For the first time since the beginning of Junpei's explanation, someone besides Ace spoke. What's the past that Ace didn't want us to know? Why did Snake have a grudge against him? Look at this! He hands Santa a small piece of paper. He has written the paper and began to read. The non-airy game was played once before 9 years ago. The person with the number 2 bracelet attended the game 9 years ago. It was played by the following 4 people. Cradle Pharmaceutical CEO. Gentaru Hongo. What is this? Slowly Santa looked up from the paper. His eyes met Junpei's. It's a message from Zero. It was in the safe in the first class cabin, and suddenly... Give me a break! His face was red and shaking, and his voice was full of fury, tingling with desperation. That paper's a lie! Someone's trying to frame me! Me? You said me, right? Junpei's eyes narrowed, and the trap began to close. Ace inhaled sharply. His eyes flicked off Junpei something. Off Junpei to say something. Anything else. Wouldn't that mean you're admitting you're Hongo, the CEO of Cradle Pharmaceutical? Or am I mistaken? As though as a switch had been flipped. The color drained from Ace's face, and as he realized what he'd done, his eyes went wide. Very well, I admit that much. I'm certain the CEO of Cradle Pharmaceutical, Gentaru Hongo. So what if I am? I don't know anything about this non-airy game that's supposed to take place 9 years ago. Everything on that scrap of paper is bullshit. Someone is trying to set me up, you see? First of all, Ace stammered as he tried desperately to work himself in an untenable position. Junpei, you're claiming I did all this myself. Think that over, alright? How could I have killed Snake all by myself? Not Snake. Guy X. I don't care who it was. You said that the killer put the other man in door 3, right? Yeah, maybe. Then I couldn't have possibly done this alone. I couldn't have opened door 3 with only myself and Guy X. No, you could have. What? Ace's face was tight and his teeth were clenched. Junpei fixed him with a level stare. The trap was about to close. Actually, Ace, when you're unconscious, I took something from you. Remember when you were injected with that anesthetic and fell asleep in the big hospital room? Yeah, back then, I took this. His hand to his pocket. No, you couldn't have. Yeah, fuck you, bitch! Junpei smiled. I gotcha, Ace! Your right-hander tells me all I need to know. You want to tell me what you were so worried about? It's in your pocket. It's number 9 bracelet, isn't it? Oh my god. Then the other ending. Ace was the killer? Ace killed Lotus and Junpei. Oh my god, that sneaky bastard. Ace, Guy Axe, and the 9th man's bracelet. That was all you need to open door 3. 1, 2, 9, 12. That's how you killed Guy Axe all by yourself, Ace. All you needed was the number 9 bracelet in your chest pocket. Ace lowered his hand from where it had stopped halfway to his pocket. He looked down the floor, his face hidden from Junpei. All he could see was a corner of Ace's mouth twitching like a dying fish. If you want to play innocent, that's fine by me. Go ahead. Tell me I don't have the bracelet, that's what you want to do. But if you could take off your coat and hand it to me, I really appreciate it. Otherwise, we'll have to take it from you by force, right, Seven? Yeah! I'm about to beat this dude's ass. Yeah, be my pleasure. Yes! Yes! Seven's about to kick some ass. Oh, sweet mercy! He has completely lost it. Ace roared with laughter. He threw his arms wide and head back and laughed, filling the room with a sound that scarcely belonged there. Then it stopped. His arms came down, his head dropped to look straight ahead Junpei. Oh my god, he looks crazy. His face was flat and cold, devoid of any emotion. Well done, Junpei. As you correctly deduced, I have the number 9 bracelet. I retrieved it while we were searching for the missing hardware for the red. I left the room I was supposed to search and head to the first-class cabin on B deck. His voice showed no emotion, no sense of remorse or interest. He was almost bored, as though he were reciting an especially dull corporate letter. My purpose was to obtain the number 9 bracelet. 9 is an potent ally of the non-binary game. Adding 9 to any sub-number won't alter the digital root. He's right. Holy shit! As you can see, 9 is a very useful number here. With it, one can go anywhere with anyone. So I made for first class cabin to attain it. Ace successfully acquired the number 9 bracelet. He also found an unexpected bonus. The knife the 9th man was holding. He slipped both of them to his chest pocket. That was the weapon! His knife! He slipped both of them into his chest pocket and as quickly as he could. He walked down the stairs and headed back to where he was supposed to be. That was when he met Guy Axe and mistook him for Snake. Snake was on his way to the large hospital and would not notice Ace behind him. Ace made sure it stayed that way. He followed the man wearing Snake's clothes to door 3. The man stopped, he walked behind him quietly, and called out, Snake! The man looked to turn at Ace. He said nothing. No words came out of his half-open mouth. He seemed dazed somehow, almost like a man half-asleep. Perhaps he'd been drugged. It didn't matter to Ace. Ace was certain the man was Snake. He knew Snake had been a part of the non-binary game 9 years before. Snake hadn't recognized Ace immediately, but he was blind. That much made sense. Why then hadn't Snake said anything to him? Surely he hadn't forgotten what happened to him in the non-binary game, but not once had he attempted to confront Ace. Perhaps the lack of sight had prevailed him from recognizing Ace. Or perhaps Snake had conspired with Zero to deceive Ace. That could be a thing! In either event, he was a threat, and it was better to deal with him sooner rather than later. Ace's mind was made up. He moved. He held the number 9 bracelet over the red. He waved his own bracelet in front of the red and finally grabbed Snake's arm and shoved his hand against the scanner panel. The door opened. Ace threw the man through it. 9 seconds later, the door shut. 81 seconds passed. man inside the door passed away. After that, I returned to my post, as though nothing had happened. After conducting my own search, I returned to the large hospital room when the 1 a.m. bell rang. Ace's eyes were cold and his cheeks were hollow and pallid. When he spoke, only his lips and tongue moved. The rest of his face was eerily still. Junpei glared at Ace. He took a deep breath and thought about the next question he had to ask. He didn't want to. He knew the answer would be. He just didn't want to hear it. Ace, did you kill Clover? Yes. Why? Why did you kill her? She was Snake's sister. It was possible he had told her something dangerous. Additionally, she had gone through door 1. It seemed like she might have found it. Found what? Why don't you go through door 1 yourself? It was hidden somewhere. Seven Lotus interrupted. Yeah, but Lotus and I went through door 1 too. We didn't see anything suspicious. Yes, I thought as much after I heard you report to the central stairs. I doubt the two of you could find it. Huh? But perhaps Clover was different. Perhaps she had found it. I was there. I was therefore desperate to find her. And the last I did in the first-class cabin, I spoke very calmly. Did you see it? See what? Don't act as if you don't understand. You were in the captain's quarters, weren't you? Huh? What are you talking about? Very well. By the way, what are you doing here, Clover? Nothing. There's blood on your shoes. Looks fresh. Did you go take a look at the ninth man's corpse? I see. Your silence suggests that you noticed you saw something, didn't you? You saw that his bracelet was gone. Clover ran. She moved for the eggs, but Ace stood in her way. You aren't going anywhere. He caught her by the collar as she passed and threw her to the floor hard. She leapt back up and darted past him to the hallway. Ace followed at a run. He was faster. You fucking bastard. You deserve to die. That was how I killed Clover. His face hadn't changed. If he felt guilt or remorse or anything, one might feel after taking life from another human being it didn't show. You son of a bitch! Seven's whole body trembled with rage and his voice rumbled with hate. Santa's eyes were bloodthirsty and Lois and Jude's faces were disturbed by anger and hatred. You know, we're all gonna kick your fucking ass! Right here, right now, fuck your knife! Fuck you! I'm just gonna like punch the living fucking shit on his face, beat him up until he's dead. Take his bracelets, then we're getting the fuck off this fucking boat. Ace looked at them and smiled. It was a cold, cruel thing with no humor in it. He shook his head and sighed. I admit it. I lost. I've lost completely and utterly. But don't misunderstand, Junpei. I didn't lose to you. I lost to Zero, not you. I'm rather disgusted myself for falling such a simple trap. It was a trap, make no mistake. I was trapped and manipulated by Zero. The man I killed in the shower room? If he wasn't Snake, then I have no idea who he was. But he was wearing Snake's clothes, and that was no coincidence. He also injected with something that rather induced his cognition and prevented him from identifying himself or resisting me. Can't forget the components were removed from the Red before we arrived. I have no doubt that Zero planned all this. Zero made sure I would kill that man. It follows, of course, that Zero knew everything I would do. That I would try to take number 9 bracelet, that I would try to kill Snake. Everything. Suddenly Junpei remembered the paper he found in the safe. He remembered the last words Zero had written on it. I must punish them for the innocent lives they sacrificed. This is the only warning they will receive. That innocent souls might be saved. I now state the truth. And he remembered other words. Words he heard from Clover. I think Zero is one of us. One by one, Junpei looked at the 5 people standing in front of him. Ace. Santa. June. Seven. Lotus. Zero is one of us. No, Junpei paused. There's one more person. Snake. It was clear that the man who died in the shower room was not Snake. That meant that Snake was almost certainly still alive. Perhaps Snake was Zero. Perhaps Snake had Guy X wear his clothes that he would appear to be dead. Where was Snake now? Perhaps he was somewhere laughing at them. If he was Zero, he surely lied about many other things. Was he watching them? What happened? happens now? Well, I believe I finished my confession. Why don't we get moving? He sounded like he just finished doing nothing more exciting than describing the weather. For Santa, it was the last straw. What the hell is this shit? You aren't going anywhere, you son of a bitch. We're gonna leave your ass here to rot. Why? Because I killed Clover? That's ridiculous. Why are you so upset that I killed the little bitch? She was nothing to you. A stranger you only met a few hours ago. Am I wrong? You bastard! Santa roared and lifted a fist that would likely have shattered Ace's jaw, but someone else was faster. It was Lotus. She stepped toward Ace and raised a fist of her own. Get fucking dicked! Huh? You got some fire, don't you? I confess. I rather like a tough woman. He sniffed and wiped a small trickle of blood from his nose with a raised eyebrow. Well, maybe you like another one, then? Before that, let me give you one of my own. Huh? I scarcely had time to blink. Pulled Lotus back up against him. Same motion, he reached in his coat. Sweet merciful Jesus Christ! He took the fucking gun. It was a gun, revolver. Almost lazily, he tilted the point of Lotus' head. If any of you so much as blink, I won't hesitate to pull this trigger before I kill 2. No, 3 people. Don't think I'm not ready to make it 4. 3 people? What do you mean? Very well. Let me take this opportunity to illuminate you. The person who killed the 9th man was me. Although I was supposed to be more accurate, I encouraged him to get himself killed. While we were examining the main staircase, he came to me and told me his name. I recognized it at once, so I gave him a little push. Just a little white lie. It seems the settings for the dead were altered. It only requires a single person to activate the detonator in the bracelet. Best get what's beyond door 5. We'll meet again later. Okay, have a good one, guys. I'm going to bed now. Well then. Shit! Why isn't it stopping? God damn it! You lied! Open the fucking door, please! I'm begging you! I'm a Mario! I'm a fucking die! Oh my god, there's no time left. Listen, I was lied to. He lied to me, he put me in here. It was him. He killed me. God. So that was Snake that said it. No, not Snake, Ace. I had 4 reasons for killing him. 1, as I said before, none other gave the number 9 bracelet the utmost importance. If I allowed him to keep such a useful tool, he, or it, would have become a threat to me. As such, I decided that he should be eliminated early on. 2, I wanted number 9 bracelet. If I could manage to obtain it, I would be able to manipulate the game as I saw fit. I'd be unable to acquire the bracelet unless its owner was dead. 3, even setting aside his number, he would have been nothing but trouble for me. He was aware of my past. He knew what happened here 9 years ago. So the 9th man was a former player. It was important that I eliminated him before he was able to decimate this information. 4, lastly, I wish to conduct a simple test. I had to see if this non-air game was serious or a poor attempt at a joke. I need to be quite sure. As such, I encouraged him to act against the rules so I might observe the outcome. Junpei glared at him. I don't get your third motive. What the hell happened 9 years ago? Didn't I say the non-air game was played? I planned it out and conducted its execution. Why? What on earth was it supposed to do? I don't really think I have any obligation to tell you that. Ace smirked. He was trying to provoke them, and it was working. Although Ace had paid very little attention to Lotus after catching her, the gun never waved from her temple. She looked quite pale, and when she spoke, her voice shook. What's with this gun? Where did he get this? Why don't you tell her, Santa? Santa's ground his teeth and glared at him. On the other side of the door 6. Found the gun in the coffin cargo room, right? That bastard must have grabbed it when we weren't looking. Indeed I did. That was a pretty serious mistake, you know. Just saying you intend to leave it behind? Ace laughed, a short snorting. Well, there isn't much time left. I'll be off then. Where are you going? Do I really need to explain? I have assumed the obvious. I have the number 9 bracelet. Now I have Lotus. Wasn't there a door of 9 in the room that looked like a church? That's where you're going, isn't it? And how do you know that? Santa told me about it while we were looking for Clover. I see. Well, you are correct. That's my destination, but now I must say goodbye to all of you. And please, don't forget my warning. Move, and I'll pull the trigger. I don't need her alive to open the door, you know. Fucking hell, this guy is a psychopathic son of a bitch. Ace had a face of a man gone mad. They had no doubt who would pull the trigger. Ace had reached the exit. He forced Lotus to open it, then turned and addressed him once more. Goodbye. It fell shut. Blinking the eye, they were gone. Soon Ace and Lotus were gone. Junpei and the others left for the door in pursuit of Ace. But Junpei laid his hands on the doorknob. Damn it, not again! June was kneeling on the floor, breathing heavily. Hey! June, what happened? Are you alright? Santa ran to June and wrapped his arm before she could collapse all the way. Jesus, you're burning up! Your fever's back! Are you okay? June's fever returned again for no apparent reason. Damn it! Cat! Stop! Stop! Your claws are driving into my jeans. I need a drink of water. All this voice acting is hurting my throat. I'm okay. Really, I'm fine. You should learn about Lotus. She's breathing hard for now, and she could barely summon the strength to talk. Junpei was torn. He couldn't leave June alone in the state she was in. But every moment they waited, Ace was farther away. Lotus's life was in his hands. What was Junpei supposed to do? June's eyes drifted to Junpei's. She managed a weaker smile. Junpei, don't worry about me. I just need a little rest. I'll be fine. Do you remember? I just need to rest a little bit last time. So please save Lotus. Think about what Ace already done, Junpei. He's got what he needs from Lotus. You really think he's going to let her just walk away? God damn it! You guys go on ahead. As soon as June starts feeling better, we'll follow you. Go! Junpei looked at June. She nodded once, and she couldn't manage much more. But it was all the confirmation Junpei needed. It was all said. Alright, come on, Seven. We're going after Ace. Hell yeah! About to beat some ass! Santa, you take good care of June. I'm trusting you. He nodded. Junpei turned before he had a chance to change his mind and started running toward the door. You could hear Seven's heavy footsteps behind him. Let's go. Junpei 7 exploded into the hallway, their feet pounding the metal door as they ran. Son of a bitch. Why is he doing this? What other motive does he have? You're not killing me this time. You're not going to kill me this time. Junpei 7 have finally arrived at the church, exhausted and out of breath. As their lungs struggled to catch their breath, their eyes frantically scanned the room. No sign of Ace or Lotus. You think they already went through? He reached to wipe a palm full of sweat from his brow. Maybe. When he spoke, Junpei was already on his way to the large open over 9 doors. He looked at the red. Damn it! He spun around and headed toward a smaller door. Red would tell him Ace and Lotus had moved to another room. Engaged. It's occupied. That damn it. Seems like it. Junpei 7 stepped away from the door. They retreated to the center of the room and began to talk. What do we do now? What should we do? The door's still vacant, but the two of us can't do anything with it. Yeah. First of all, Didgeridoo is not 9. So they were pondering what to do next. There was a noise. Huh? Junpei looked up surprised. Sam followed suit, his eyes jumping around the room looking for the source of the sound. It wasn't long before they found the coffin! What was on it? Coffin. Yeah. Let's open it. How? By force! I don't think that's gonna happen. Well, you never know till you try, right? The only necessary for success is the willingness to suffer 1,000 failures. Who said that? I forget. Anyway, we gotta try. Junpei and 7 leapt at the coffin. They grabbed hold of what purchase they could find and pulled. Damn it. See, didn't I tell ya? If we just pull it open, then why would it have something like that? 7 pointed at the keypad on the side. I bet it's called 9. I bet the password's 999. The noise hadn't stopped. In fact, as it continued, it only got louder and more forceful. What were they supposed to do, Junpei wondered. Some sort of clue somewhere? They stood there for a few moments staring at the coffin, then 7 spoke. Hey, Junpei, I remember you mumbling about some weird numbers over by the bathroom in the first class cabin. You got those numbers by solving the secret message Clover was holding, right? Truth that gone or something like that. Yeah, that's right. What about it? Well, maybe that's the numbers, the passcode for this thing, too. That's impossible. Those numbers were the code to unlock the safe. Yeah, but the person who set that safe, this coffin's the same person, right? Zero set up both of these. Yeah, probably. Well then, they might have set the same passcode for both of them. It's ridiculous. Why don't you just try it? I mean, it's not like you'll make things any worse. Just be a waste of time. There's no way they're the same number. How do you know that? You never know till you try. God damn it! I knew he was gonna say that. You said that? You. Savage level over 9,000. Fine. I'm gonna take a drink, guys. Oh, that feels a lot better. Oh my god. That goddamn bastard Ace. Bitch. He knelt down at the keypad and looked at it. Luckily for me, I got it written down too. Quickly typed them in. Check that I entered the right numbers, took a deep breath and pressed enter. Took a moment. Holy crap! What? You gotta be kidding me! There was a click. And with a heavy clunk, the lid of the coffin slid off into the floor. Someone sat from inside. Please. I knew it! Snake! Wait, what the fuck? Ah, those voices. Junepi and 7, unless I'm mistaken. Where are the others? Are they elsewhere? Of course, there was no reason Snake would have known anything about where anyone else would be. Junepi and 7 looked at one another. It's a great deal that you know, but... They had to tell him something, however, so they began to talk. Snake explained to him how he came to be locked in a coffin. Apparently been hit with some sort of knockout gas, and Junepi and 7 explained what happened to the rest of them. There was one thing, however, that neither 7 nor Junepi could bring themselves to say. The Ace killed Clover. They feared that if Snake knew, he might go insane. Decided as much by the look the moment Snake stepped out of the coffin. Snake's story explained frustrating little. Snake's true identity was a mystery as were his intentions. Why had Zero put Guy X in Snake's clothes? If Zero had left a note for him to say the non-nerd game had played 9 years before, is there some connection? Junepi put the question to Snake. His answer was less than illuminating. What are you talking about? I apologize, but I have no idea what you're saying. He seems as though Snake was perhaps not being entirely honest, but that knowledge did Junepi and 7 little good. No matter how many times they asked, he insisted that he knew nothing. It was becoming clear that Snake wouldn't give in, and every second they spent asking him was a second waste. The time was fast approaching. Snake's release from the coffin had changed nothing. They still needed to follow Ace as quickly as possible, however. They stood in silence, the overpowering atmosphere of the chapel almost stiffening. Junepi, 7, and Snake simply stood at a loss what they should do next. What do we do now? That's over Snake's wrist. Sure enough, you can still see the 2 on the bracelet on Snake's wrist. 3 of us can't make a digital root of 9. Yeah, we just get 5. We're stuck here then. Oh hey, I just remembered something. So I'm again patting his pockets, checking to see what is it? I found something earlier. What'd you find? This. Finally found the pocket he wanted to, and his hand dove into it. Pulled out something rounded. A bracelet! There's no mistake that... I knew it. I knew it was going to hold out a bracelet, but I thought it would be Clover's. But this isn't the right one. There's no mistaking the number glowing at them from the face like a cartoon eye. 0. Zero's bracelet? What the hell? Are you saying that 7 has the number 0 bracelet? Yeah? Where did you get that? Snake's question was innocent enough, but if he learned the truth, if he'd been able to see, he would have noticed 7 look away. Clover gave it to me. She did? Yeah. How did she come by it? Well, she found it, see? On the other side of door 1, A deck, the captain's quarters. She asked me to hold on to it, because it was too big and bulky for her to be lugging around. It was a lie, and Junepi knew it. haven't actually looked at it yet. Didn't want to disturb the crime scene, you know? Basic stuff. We'll devour one thing. Alright, Junpei. Been nice knowing you. What? What? Shit! Come on, man, I'm kidding. Still, just in case, I want to make sure the Zero bracelet gets picked up by the Red. Snake, give me a hand, alright? Without waiting for a response, he started walking toward the door. Damn it! Even they go, even they do that, the rest, Junpei, Santa, and June, they won't be able to get through. Before long, they found themselves in the front of the larger of the two doors, Seven put the palms on the Red. Once they'd done that, Seven put the number 0 bracelet on the scanner panel as well. Their asterisks appear on the screen. Now I just need to pull a lever and the door would open. Huh? Why isn't it opening? If their asterisks are lit up, so let's register the 0 bracelet. Maybe that isn't actually 0. Huh? What? The bracelet may not actually produce the number 0 when scanned. That is what I'm saying. Why don't we try a few different combinations? Perhaps we can determine what number that bracelet actually contains. Junpei nodded. They decided to use the following combinations. Alright, let's try ours first. Door didn't open. Mysterious bracelet wasn't 2. Continued. Alright. Let's see what this is. I think it would have been a better idea if, wait, what? It opened! Yes, so it would seem. Seven clearly hadn't thought their experimentation would produce anything useful and looked rather confused. Snake was as usual calm and smug. Door slid closed. Junpei's forehead furrowed as... That meant the number for Mysterious Bracelet was 6. But how could it be 6? Display on the bracelet clearly showed a 0. Suddenly, from somewhere far beneath them, they heard the creak and groan of tearing metal. With it came the sound of water pouring to parts of the ship that had... Oh, crap! Oh man, that's not good. I guess our time's just about up, huh? At any rate, we know now that the door can be opened. Let's go. But... Snake, are you sure? Yeah, you know that only Junpei and I can go through this way. You needn't worry. I have a solution to this problem. My last resort. But if now is not the time for last resorts, then what? Last resort. But what about June and Santa? But no, we left them behind. Just distractions around. Seven spoke. Gotta admit, you really surprised me there, kid. I couldn't figure out how the hell you were gonna get out of that one. And we didn't do that right off the bat. As I told you, it was a last resort. If I lose you at the beginning of the game, I wouldn't have come under a great deal of suspicion. I imagine most people would have taken it to meant that I was 0. Once they convinced themselves of that, I wasn't optimistic about my chances of making it out of here alive, let alone unscathed. I thought the best to play my cards close to the chest, as it were. That way, if I were in a situation where there was nothing else I could do, I have a little trick up my sleeve. I'll just take my bracelet off. Simple fashion. Simply remove the bracelet? How? Junpei looked as though Snake had simply crushed the bones of his hand until they were small enough to fit through the waistband. course, that would have been practically impossible, so how'd he done it? My brother's left arm. Holy shit! His left hand, his arm has the bracelet. He just like took it and just threw it off. It's fake. It's not a real arm. Snake gets the bracelet off and tossed into the coffin. The Ghani had little to fear from the numbered doors. Wait a minute. 2, 6, 3. That's not enough for a 9. Damn it, but Santa and June, they're... Snake had slid the... He stepped out of the other side unscathed and began running down the hall to the side. They kept running for a while longer, eventually came upon a set of stairs leading downward on the right side of the hallway. They stopped and peered down the staircase. As far as they could tell, it all went to the bottom deck. There didn't seem to be any flooding. They nodded quickly to one another and jogged down the stairs. It took only a few minutes to make their way to the bottom deck, a single hallway in front of them, at the end of which was a single door. They threw it open. A massive iron gate. A plate was affixed to the top of it. A red incinerator. Incinerator? Oh my, that doesn't sound very pleasant. Do you see a lever near the gate, perhaps? Yeah, right over here. How'd you know that? Well, I'd be happy to regale you with a story. I imagine it should only take about half a day or so. Jimmy Grumble gave Snake a dirty look and, jogged over to the lever. If you pull it, the door ought to open. Got it. You pull the lever down. And there was Ace. He shot at all of us. We're dead. Thrown with an ancient motor, the door opened. There was no need to hold back and no time to hesitate. They pushed their way inside. Standing in front of them was Ace and Lotus. Ace still had the revolver in his hand. It was still pressed hard against Lotus's temple. A small dark bruise had begun to form near the top. Even from several yards away, Junpei could see that Lotus was shaking. She was terrified. Perhaps more interesting was what Junpei saw behind them. Another number 9 door? Another number 9 door? But why? Why was there another one? The door stopped Junpei in his tracks. Something should have been there. His brain finally began to consider why. The whine of a warning cackling filled the air, drowned out any thought. Warning. Warning. Emergency incineration command has been acknowledged. Automatic incineration will take place in 9 minutes. God damn it! Oh my, how exciting. You've won quite a show here, Zero. Terrifying smile twisted Ace's face. What's the matter? Too frightened to understand. Here, let me explain. It said the incineration system is about to deactivate. In 9 minutes, this room will be engulfed in flame. Huh? Who are you? You don't recognize me? I'm hooked. It's me, Snake. Snake? Ah yes, you're alive. For your bizarre style have you confused. Quite glad to see you're alive. Ace's voice didn't change. Snake ground his teeth. If you don't mind asking, how'd you get here? Snake, Junpei 7. The three of you couldn't have opened the door of 9. Did you use Clover's bracelet, perhaps? What? Ah, well, your reaction suggests you did not. Hold on. Why do you think we have Clover's bracelet? Fellow's chest tightened. Oh. They haven't told you? Told me what? Clearly not. Normally I would take some time and enjoy the moment, but I'm afraid my time is at a premium just now. I'll have to make this quick. Clover. Don't do it, Ace. Keep your goddamn mouth shut. Clover. I said stop it! Don't listen to him, Snake. Jimmy could feel his voice going hoarse, but Snake couldn't listen to him. What happened to Clover? Ace looked at him, the corner of his mouth curled into the hook of a cruel smile. Clover died. Oh my god, his face! The color left Snake's face. He shook his head weakly. No, it's not true. It's impossible. It's a lie. It has to be a lie. Oh, it's quite true. I can assure you of that. I killed her myself, you see. What? I'm sorry. Did I stutter? I killed her. Snake's face twisted to a mask of rage. Molten red rising to dot his pale skin. His entire body shook. He looked at Junpei disturbingly like a demon. I would have rather she died with less suffering. A bullet in the brain perhaps would have been ideal. Unfortunately, that would have made quite a bit of noise. Circumstances being what they were, that's where I settled for the knife. The one the knife man had, you remember? I believe I caught her just below the shoulder blade. I was rather lucky, in fact. My first thrust went between her flesh was so soft. My knife slid in so easily there was no resistance. That feeling was, I confess, I feel rather excited. It's a powerful memory. Someday perhaps I hope I can feel again. Incineration will begin in 7 minutes. I'm going to kill you. Snake's words were growl, barely audible. I'm sorry, what? I'm going to kill you. Ah, so you're going to kill me. Please do. Come now, I'm waiting. Don't do it. Don't listen to him, Snake. Stop it, kid. Kid, he's screwing with your head. Is there a problem? What are you waiting for, boy? Don't you want me to send you to join your sister? Don't! Snake! Don't do it! But Snake could no longer hear them. Snake could no longer hear anything. Ah! Snake moved like a bolt of lightning. His scream echoed through the incineration chamber full of rage and despair. Snake! Snake! No! Ah! Another scream filled the room. It was Lotus. She ran across the room toward Junpei and her eyes wide with terror. Snake's ill-fated attack had loosened Ace's grip on her. She made a run for it. She reached 7th and Junpei and ducked behind them. Junpei could feel her fingers on his arm tight enough to be painful, keep him from between her and Ace. Incineration begin in 5 minutes. Give me the woman. He raised the gun. I need her. Without her bracelet, I'll be unable to open this door. Quickly now. I don't have time for your shenanigans. Center of the room. Snake's body lay eerily still. He looked like a human larvae, prone and vulnerable on the floor. I see. Then we seem I have no choice. The rest of you must die as well. Fortunately, I have 5 bullets left. 1 for Junpei, another for Lotus, and the last 3 for the love of an idiotic man you call 7. I will take Lotus' body with me and leave this room. So I should begin in 4 minutes. It looks as though our time together is at its end. I'd rather enjoy playing with you. Goodbye. Juby could see Ace's finger tighten. He could see it begin to squeeze down the trigger. His body tense, preparing for the catastrophic impact of hot lead against human flesh. Then it happened. I'm back, bitch! Snake stood up. I am not dead yet, you motherfucker. What? No, that's impossible. First time Ace's composure broke. Furious effort. Snake lunged forward 1 step closer to Ace, and another. He took the world like a zombie. He looked. I'll kill you. I'll kill you. His voice was mournful wailing of the undead. Stay away from me! Get back! Stop! You come in closer, I'll get away from me. Little by little, Ace was retreating. Snake didn't stop. Continued stiff, inexorable. Listen to me. I said don't come in closer. Shit, you bastard. Ace's revolver leapt 5 times. Out in the air, the incinerator split by a crack of a bullet. Snake's body twitched as 5 clouds of blood and torn flesh leapt in the air across his body. Fine pink mist drifted from his body and disappeared. Snake made a strange sort of choking cough. And then his strength was gone. His legs crumbled in, and his broken, battered body slid to the floor. Incineration began in 3 minutes. This is it! This is our chance to... But Snake wasn't done? As pool of blood beneath him grew, he began to move. Half crawled, half slid toward Ace. I'm gonna kill you, you bastard! One bloody arm wrapped around Ace's leg, and the other gripped his thigh with strength that should have been long gone. You son of a bitch! You're a monster! Get off me! Let me go! Damn you! He kicked at Snake with his free leg, driving his foot in Snake's face, arm, shoulder. Made no difference. Snake refused to release him. Once a snake has ensnared its prey, rarely does it release it. This is it, Ace. We're going to burn to death together. What? We should begin in 2 minutes. Damn it! Damn you! Get off! Let me go, you monster! Okay, look, think about it this way. My company owns a wonderful hospital, yada yada yada, shut the fuck up! Fuck you! You're not wounded too seriously, I'm sure they can fix you up. You don't have to die. You could be saved. Just let me go. Pathetic. Begging for your life. As their Lotus began to speak, Jimmy could hear tears in their voices and their words were strained. Snake, that's enough. You can stop now. Yes, he's right, Snake. You've done enough. Come on, Snake, let's go. Let's get out of here. You have to come with us. We have to leave together. Snake turned toward them. He coughed, blood splattered across the floor, and he smiled. A sad sort of smile. I apologize, but I'm afraid I can't do that. You best forget about me. We need to leave soon. I'm gonna take him with me. Shut up! Be quiet. I couldn't save Clover. My sister died because of me. Perhaps this will begin to atone for that. Perhaps in the afterlife, she can forgive me. Now go! Go now! You have to go. Finish him again in 1 minute. God damn it, shit, we're out of time! We have to go! Sam ran toward the exit. Lotus followed him, but Junpei couldn't move. There's white lines down Snake's cheeks where tears had washed the blood away. He was broken, body and soul, and Junpei felt though half his own heart had been torn out. His eyes stung as he desperately tried to swallow the clear one to the Junpei! What are you doing? You have to get out of here now! His chest tightened. Pulled on by anger, misery, and a cold feeling of emptiness. Pure emotion surged through his heart alongside the torrent of blood. He could feel it building, from his wave going taller and taller. Then it broke, crashed down with thunderous force onto his shaken, unprepared mind. Snake! Snake! Junpei's rational mind was gone. Driven by instinct now, he launched himself across the floor at Snake and Ace. Or he tried to. Wait! Don't be an idiot, Junpei! He felt a hand grab him from behind. There was 7. Before he had time to react, the large man pinned Junpei's arms to his sides and was hauling them bodily back toward the floor. No! No! I have to help Snake! 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 Get off of me! Let me go! Incineration began in 10 seconds. Damn it. Oh god, choice, kid. Don't blame me for this, alright? Did he knock me out? Be at peace, Snake. Ace. Junpei felt Seven's first bury self deep in his stomach. His legs turned to mush. Seven scooped him up in the same motion, leapt through the door. It slammed shut behind him. Junpei struggled to shaky feet. He glanced over to see Lotus a short distance away. Junpei ran to the door. There was a small window cut to it. Inside he could see Ace and Snake. Shit! Damn you all! Why? Why? Why me? I don't deserve this. Yes, you do. Why? Why? 0! 0! You will burn in hell. Snake. 0! Snake, be at peace. We couldn't save June and Santa. He didn't know how much time passed. He didn't know how long he stood there in front of the incinerator. He looked to the side. Lois's face was ashened, and if not for the hand she put against the wall, Jim thinks she could have stood. Sam looked old and tired and used. Said nothing again and walked toward the door of the hallway they came through earlier. Hey, wait, Junpei! Where are you going? Playing one of the voices broke the silence. He stopped. You stay here. I'll go get Santa and June. You're gonna bring them here? How? Don't worry about that. Just stay here and wait, alright? He began to walk again. Looked over his shoulder and watched Seven and Lois grow smaller and smaller. They stared back, not moving. He wasn't sure if they could. He turned around again. He knew where he was going. When they walked through the hallway earlier, he noticed an elevator at the end of the side hallway. If it still worked, then maybe. For long, Junpei found himself in front of the elevator. Next to the door was a button with a triangle on it. He pushed and the door opened. So this is how we're going to get everyone else alive. I'm glad that the rest are going to live. But Junpei was in a large hospital room. June, Santa, kept calling and walked to the center of the room. Try as he might, he couldn't find them. Damn it. Where'd they go? Increasing frustration and increasing worry, he left the hospital room. He had no choice. He'd have to look for them. Junpei's heart was heavy. He couldn't shake the feeling, but there was a part of him that felt it would be wrong to. If he could. But every step he took, his legs felt more like lead. Are we leaving them? Sometime later, Junpei found himself at the step aside, expecting to find nothing, but they were on the red carpet in the center of the room. June. Kone was the matter. She was Canny. Canny! Junpei cried her name and ran. Like lightning, he ran across the room toward her. Oh man, Canny! He summoned to a stop. He looked down at her body, blind, icy grip of fear on his heart. She was still, so very still. No, it couldn't be. It was impossible. Slowly, Junpei bent down toward her. His hand shaking, felt very cold and very hot at the same time. He forced himself to look. Her back was still moving. Leaf washed over him. Canny! She reached down gently and lifted her up. Canny! Canny, are you alright? Junpei? Her face was pale and her lips were dry and cracked. Her eyes were blank and cloudy. They stared at Junpei and saw nothing. Trembling, Junpei wrapped his arm around her back. She was cold, very cold. He tried to convince himself that it was only his imagination, but she felt as though she was fading away. He could feel his heart pounding frantically in his chest. Oh man, Canny! What the hell happened to you? You feel... Junpei, I'm sorry. His voice was very faint. He went... No! No! Don't do this to me! I'm going to save you, I promise. Thank you, Junpei. Thank you so much for everything. I was really happy to see you again, Junpei. Really happy. Don't give me that I was crap. You're going to see me again lots more times. You just got to hang on, alright, Canny? Junpei, did you know? You meant a lot to me when we were kids. I've liked you for a long time, Junpei. Oh, no. Don't do it. Don't do this to me, game. No. Look down at Kane. Game over. His crack a stag above his head and the voice spoke. 0? You son of a bitch. Where are you hiding? He frantically scanned the ceiling for the source of the voice. I am right here. I've always been close to you. What the hell are you talking about? No matter. I will tell you again. Game over. This game has ended. No, it hasn't. I'm not going to let it end yet. I'm going to get out of here with Canny. You can't. That's impossible. Why? Because you chose the wrong path. The wrong path? That's correct. Your path was inevitable, however. Admit defeat. Where there is shadow, there is light. Where there is light, there is shadow. So it goes. What are you talking about? It matters not. Loser been decided. I told you I'm not going to lose. No. You misunderstand. You haven't lost. I have lost. What? Jimmy didn't have time to ponder what that meant before. He heard the door slam shut behind him. He spun around. There was no one there. Was it 0? Can't you wait here? I'll be right back, I promise. She managed a single nod. Later back down gently, left foot to the floor. He yanked it open and shot outside. No one. The hall was empty. There was nothing moving anywhere. Damn it. He didn't want to leave Candy alone any longer than he had to, so Junpei turned around and head back to the chapel. She wasn't there. She wasn't anywhere. She'd been lying there on the floor just moments before. Now she was gone? Oh god. No, where is she? Canny? Canny! Canny? Canny! His cries split the heavens themselves. His screams until his voice gave out. He screamed some more, but there was nothing. No answer. His voice faded away and all that remained was cold, unfeeling silence. That was when he noticed it. A strange smell. One you smelled before. Tear gas? Smell of peculiar white smoke. 9 seconds later, Junpei's mind winked out. What? So we got some credits this time. I was playing the music when we died. Okay, so in this game so what happens now? What happened to... What happens now? Well, we're not done yet, guys. Because we still... The end. Or is it? Because we still got the true ending left. But we got the safe ending. I guess that could be like some sort of... April... Huh? Did that... Well, I'm saving. We got the knife ending. Now we got the safe ending. Got some more memories of the escape this time. Missing a couple rooms, though. But anyway, guys, I'm going to leave it off for that, guys. Holy shit. This was a really long episode to record. My voice is... Holy fuck, it's dead. Not really dead. I'm kind of tired. But definitely learned a lot of things. With that, I believe that it was Ace that killed Lotus, then killed me. I don't know what happened after that ending, but we know for a fact that's not the true ending. That is just one of the other endings. Secret way out. Secret door that carries on. What is this? I never seen until then. But anyway, guys, we still got to go through and do the final true ending, guys. And then the Let's Play will be finished. Thank you guys so much for watching today's episode. I really thank you guys for bearing with me through this long episode. So we know that Snake really didn't die. It was like some sort of trap. But I don't know what happens after that ending. It is definitely not the true ending. We're going to get to that next episode. But I'm still rather confusal. Not really confused, but I have no idea why Ace would do this. He explained his motives, but that doesn't explain why he did it. Sure, he was in 1 9 years ago. So was Snake. So was the Ninth Man. But that still doesn't make sense as to why he just started murdering people. Anyway, I'm just going to leave off like that. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye!